Hello friends and fellow neighbors, and welcome back to Live Like Friends. Today we are here at the Woodlands, a 53-acre facility located in Wexford, Pennsylvania, that, according to its website, is a facility where children and adults with disabilities or chronic illness find the freedom and empowerment to experience programs that will enrich their lives. These programs, such as camps, retreats, or other group events, are designed to be fun, safe, and inclusive, where no one is left out, as it is a fully adaptable facility. Along with many other recreation opportunities, such as arts and crafts, swimming, golf, zip line, archery, to name a few. They offer music opportunities, which brought us here today. Our next inspiring neighbor is Shojaie, who is a music activity instructor. Now, here at the Woodlands, Amber is a music activity instructor where she runs music activities each week, along with field games as well. She is also assigned a cabin where she assists with personal care of the campers. Amber is also involved in an organization called Harmony through Penn State, where she teaches musical theater classes for individuals with disabilities. At the end of the semester, they put on a big show, which I believe was just a few weeks ago, Amber. And also I remember you telling me that you also put on a little show here in the Woodlands as well.
Yeah, so similar to Harmony, we just had a show a couple weeks ago here for our Notes from the Heart music camp, which is a really cool camp where they get to bring in music staff from outside of the Woodlands. So we have a few different people. We have a music therapist from UPMC Children's Hospital. We have a professor in music at Harvard, and I think like 6 other people that come, and they teach 3 different classes: music appreciation, choir, and band to our campers. And then at the end of the week, they put on a show with our campers.
Well, that is really cool, and I assume that the campers enjoyed it very much.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, along with the wonderful and caring work that she does here, Amber has long been a volunteer with a big heart and a very kind soul. To name just a few of her volunteer achievements, as a high school student, she coordinated a fundraising event called the Walk for All, in which raised over $5,000 for a variety of charities. Then, just a few months ago, she helped raise over $10 million as a fine captain at Penn State University. Now, Amber, would you like to tell us more about the fun?
Yeah, absolutely. So Thon is a 46-hour dance marathon that is dedicated to enriching the lives of children impacted by childhood cancer. So all year we work together as a Penn State student body to raise money for these kids so that they will never have to see a bill while they're in the hospital. And our marathon at the end is just so we kind of endure a portion of the pain that they're enduring, and to stand in solidarity with those kids.
It's just so great to see how such a great cause can also be like coordinated with dance as well. That is really
great. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, full disclosure, Amber and I do have a history together, as we went to elementary school together at Mother of Sorrows School, where we performed in about 3 musicals together. Now, that was such a fun experience, and I do remember you giving me some pointers on stage presence and how to act, because I never acted before when you did that.
Yeah, that was a while ago, but it was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Now, so Amber, what brought you here at the Woodlands, and tell us what your favorite part was about working here.
So I knew that working at school in my organization Harmony, I work with individuals with disabilities, and I kind of found a passion in doing that, and it kind of guided me here. I was looking for some summer camp experiences that I could do to work with individuals with disabilities because I'm so passionate about it, and I just got into searching and I found the Woodlands, and so I decided to apply here, and I'm so happy I did, and I've had a lot of fun here, and I'm blessed to have the role of music instructor, and I think that I'm really thankful for that, and a lot of my best memories come from instructing the music classes. It's just so great to see everybody's bright faces in our rooms and making music together and having a good time.
And especially for somebody who's been around music for so long.
Right, absolutely.
Now, obviously, music has been a really important role in your life, as it was to Mr. Rogers as well. He believed that music was a valuable tool to help educate his young viewers, while also believing that it was a way for children to express feelings with themselves and also a way to talk with their parents. Now, in working with musical theater classes, do you think you can tell us a moment or an example about where you saw this particular philosophy come to life?
Yeah, definitely. So I definitely see a lot of that every week in all of my classes. They always have so much fun expressing themselves with song and dance. Additionally, we do a talent show every week, and they all get to have their own shining moment on stage, which is always really exciting, and I love seeing my campers get up there. But I think the biggest moment for me was during our music camp. We had a lot of campers who are nonverbal and use a communication device called a Dynabox, and they would write poems or songs through their Dynabox, and we would put them to music, and then we put it on for the community to see, which was really amazing and very moving.
Well, that sounds great. Now, with your history of volunteering, and only at the age of 21, you were just getting started. You have had extensive experience in coordinating fundraising events. Now, for the next generation, say maybe a high school student who perhaps has an idea to help others, but they're not sure how to get their message out there, do you think you have any advice for somebody like that? Because I'm sure there's somebody out there.
Yeah, I think that my biggest piece of advice would be just to be willing to try new things, and just kind of be willing to go and help people, and sometimes there's going to be bumps in the road, but just kind of like keep your eye on the positive, and know that in the long run you'll definitely be helping someone, and you'll be learning from your experiences yourself.
Now, Amber, something that Mr. Rogers was known for was his 10 seconds of silence. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask you to close your eyes for 10 seconds and think of one person, either here or in heaven, that has had a positive influence on your life. I will check the time. Okay, so could you find somebody that you think has an influence on your life?
Yeah, so the person that I was thinking of was my grandma. She used to live with me and my family. She had Alzheimer's and dementia, and we took care of her for 6 years, and she was certainly the biggest blessing that I've ever had in my life, and I learned a lot about being kind from her, and being patient and spreading love, and so I'm just really thankful for everything that she's given me.
Yeah, no. From the time that we've known each other, I do remember your grandma as well, and she was just such a beautiful person, and she had a very big heart. So I'm very thankful.
Thank you.
I'm very thankful for that. Now, personally to me, it's just still so hard to believe that somebody at your age has already done all these amazing things in the community. Now, do you think you can tell us why it is so important to you to take so much time out of your life to give back to your community and help others?
Yeah, I think for me, It's just been something that has always been in the back of my head that it's so important to share a smile with someone. So kind of helping someone and passing along your smiles to them and so that they can do the same has always been something really important to me. And it kind of goes along with the butterfly effect and how you helping one person can help another and so on and so forth.
Yeah, it's just paying it forward to other
Right.
people, and that is what we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
But one thing that we do here at Live Like Fred is we always ask our inspiring neighbors what makes it a snappy new day for them. So, what makes a snappy new day for Amber?
I would say that a snappy new day for me would be seeing other people smile or hearing other people's laughter. I think that laughter is the best medicine, and I love seeing smiles on everyone's faces and being able to share those smiles with them.
Don't we all? It just always makes my days when I smile and then somebody else smiles back. That just makes my day right there.
Absolutely.
Now, Amber, it is just so inspiring to see a young adult like yourself already do all these amazing things in the community. And also, on top of everything, you also come from a great family with 2 great parents and also equally caring sisters. So we really appreciate you taking the time to join us, and you are very inspiring for what we're trying to do here. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate it. Now, make sure to follow and like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. But most importantly, always remember to live like Fred. Thank you.